you doing with everything?
I'm good.
Just a sweet word.
You know it's okay if you're not.
The table is prepared for you.
I'm trying to give you the tools to succeed in this world. It's not easy out there. Everything I do is for y'all.
Hello. This is the Movie Club podcast featuring Steve Mills.
Wy'dell Lynch.
Drady Bryce.
And today we're going to be discussing the 2019 hit movie, Waves. So,
Hey.
it is directed by Trae Edward Shults, distributed by A24, produced by A24. Trae Edward Shults, he has done 2 movies before this, also distributed by A24. The first one was called Krisha, and then the second one was called It Comes at Night.
Man after my own heart. See, we Trays out here getting it done, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right. So, Wy'dell, we watched this movie because you enjoy teen dramas.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed this movie before I watched this, screening with you guys.
Would this even be considered a teen drama? Like,
I think so.
Yeah.
like man.
They're in high school.
It was nothing but
They are in
adolescent
high
angst.
school, but
And there's drama.
It feels so much more than that. Like when I think about like those little teen dramas, I think about was it Nicholas Sparks novel or some shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like The
Like-
Fault in My Stars, and, or the one where the chick is, I think it might be Emma Roberts or something. Like she a vampire or whatever. She ain't no vampire, but she can't go out in the sunlight, so she go out at night playing her little guitar. And she finds somebody. It might not be Emma
You're
Roberts.
talking about
See,
6
and he
feet
know
apart.
it, and he know. Is it 6 feet
It's
apart?
6 feet apart. It's not Emma Roberts though.
It's a vampire.
She ain't no vampire, but she can't go out at night.
No. You're talking about everything. Are you talking
Yeah,
about the white?
that's
I just know there's a white girl. She can't go out during the day,
No.
so she be
okay.
hanging
So we're
out at
talking about
night
6 feet apart.
at the
She's in
train
the hospital.
station.
Oh,
She ain't in
what?
no hospital. She at home.
That's Bella Thorne.
Bella Thorne. Yeah, Bella Thorne.
That's
That
Midnight.
is her.
All right.
Is that Midnight?
Yeah.
See, I told you. See?
I haven't seen.
We
that,
are
though.
already off track. So we started watching this movie because I thought that Wy'dell would like it. And Wy'dell, first of all, did you like it?
I did.
Okay, all right.
Can't say I didn't.
All right, cool. Do you want to?
Elaborate on that? Yeah, yeah. So, for the first half, I was like, okay. So the first half of the movie caught my attention until. Oh, can I talk about the movie or was it spoilers? All spoilers?
Well, we can do. Let's do non-spoilers first.
Okay, non-spoilers. First half of the movie, let's say that, kind of had me taken out of the movie, but the second half of the movie brought me back in. But all in all, I liked it. It was a nice movie. The trailer for it, yeah, I fucked with the trailer hard. Trailer was definitely worth the second watch of the movie, but I already know what the movie's about, so I probably won't do that now.
Okay, Trey, do you want to talk about the movie? Your
Uh,
feelings, non-spoiler.
See, that's a problem because when I be talking about shit, it's spoil. That's why I put
know.
a spoiler, non-spoiler. That's why the movie club is standard spoiler territory.
I
You know,
I'm just trying to see if we could do a little switch up. I'm trying to challenge you.
That's why I
Trey. Challenge your mind.
it's good. It's long as hell, because when we get to the part where you know we talk a little non-spoiler about it, you gonna hate me. I feel like you gonna hate me on this one, but because I like it. I like a lot of the story that's going on here. I think the cinematography for this movie is in the beginning very nice, very active, very kinetic, and as it goes on, it's kind of like a Lifetime movie, but with better cinematography.
Interesting.
And definitely a better script. But it's definitely got that Lifetime movie feel, and it stems from just like stuff that I can't talk about now in this early portion. So I do like it. I have my problems. I know it's a good movie from the top of my head to the tip of my tippity toes. But it's a lot.
This is going to be an interesting podcast. Okay. Are you done?
Yes,
okay,
I'm done.
Cool. So, this is the third time I've watched this movie. I originally watched this movie at the Middleburg Film Festival in Middleburg, Virginia, where it wasn't premiering, but it was like its Virginia premiere. Damn, this shit tore my heart out. Like it says in the trailer, as one of the critics said, like this movie will tear your heart out. It tore my heart out. I cried like 3 times. Second time when I watched it, I cried 3 times.
I'll be honest with you. Like, there was one part in this movie, just like when I was watching Just Mercy with Shaquise and Sharon. Like, I cried.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I ain't outright ball and stuff like that because I was like, man, Wy'dell here, he gonna punk me. So I was like, I did that little, like, I timed it with like the hum of the projector, just so that same frequency, so you don't know. But I did tear up.
Yeah. See, it made me feel so many emotions, like the entire wheel of emotions. Like, I was happy, I was sad, I felt connected to so many of the characters in so many different ways in this movie, which is
in so many different ways.
I know. I was looking at the poster as I was saying that, and I was like, I know he's gonna say that. But I really felt connected to a lot of the characters in this movie, and I think one of the things I really like about this movie is all of the characters, or at least 90%, I would say, upwards of 90%, have depth to them. There's no like side characters. Like, you know the backstory, or you know like the primary emotion of what that character is feeling at any time, it seems.
Well, they introduce a character later on that I feel like is a side character. No. He does get pretty developed, but
no. That's why I was like, not all of them.
96%. Yeah, okay. My bad. I'm apologize.
Because there's a pair of parents, and then there's one dad that doesn't get that kind of character development. He has like a backstory, but it's still not like, it's not as emotionally.
Right, it's not as in the emotional foreground as like everybody, like the main cast that we're following.
Yeah. All right, well, that was.
So are we past the spoil?
Can we spoil this?
Can I just like apologize? Okay, people, it's over. This the spoiler free. He let me go. The chains is off. The exit is that way. For real, and I think, and I don't mean to hijack. I just agree that I just believe that everybody here has that same feeling. Go watch the movie.
Yes.
Like, despite the grades that we give at the end of this, or whatever, go watch the movie.
Yeah.
It deserves that much.
Yes.
Spoiler for our review pretty much, but go watch that shit. But now spoiler time. Oh, it's coming.
Yeah. So wait. If
we can't spoil it yet.
If you are still here,
you're still in the cage.
If you are still here,
Chains off.
Please watch. I say watch the trailer. I don't tell people to watch a lot of trailers. To a lot of different movies.
Watch the trailer before you see this.
I'm usually like, okay, just like the director's good, the premise is good, the cast is good. Watch the movie. But like the trailer for this movie is very indicative of the range that this movie has, the range of emotions that you will feel. There's so many different quick cuts in the trailer to show like different parts of the movie. And
okay, I'm sorry,
Trey smiling,
because it's real funny that you say that, because I feel like we're on the opposite ends of this now.
Okay.
Because you say watch the trailer because it's indicative of what what you're gonna see, and for once I'm turning into you where I'm like, no, don't watch the trailer. Go watch the movie.
Okay.
Like, even though I don't agree with your methods of this whole not spoiling it from the jump, like coming in saying that Luke is your father. Like, I don't know, but I am glad that you did it, and I'm glad that you reined me in, because I do think this is a movie that people should go and just watch it. Like, it's because it's gonna hit you differently than like most teen dramas or Lifetime television movies that you're gonna see. Like, this is a movie that could equally hit for everyone.
Yes,
I think
so.
In different ways.
Like, every single, I wanted my parents to watch this movie.
Yeah,
because, but I think I was saying, like, if you're on the fence about this, and after
then go watch Fences.
Thoughts, then no, don't watch Fences. Then watch the trailer, and then maybe that'll persuade you. But this is a very good trailer. Like, hands down, whether you watch it before the movie, after the movie, or you're like, nah, I'm not going to watch this movie at all. Watch the trailer because it's just a really well-made trailer. Okay, now let's get into spoilers.
Dum dum dum.
Okay, so for the jump, can I just say that this movie was so long? It was so long, and honestly, because and I don't know if it's because I felt so in tune with the movie, because we follow our main character Tyler for like from his highs to his lows. We're introduced to him at like I would say like the prime of his life. We don't really know about the troubles that we know that are going on yet, but we see him. He's like every high school jock. Like he's got the nice ass girlfriend, you know. He's on the sports team. He's got the vibe. He's
the captain,
flexing and stuff. You know, he's probably he's probably one of the most popular guys. He's going to parties. I never did that, so he got to be doing some kind of well for himself. And then the dominoes start the Jenga game begins, and we get to take out. Okay, you beat me at there now. That was actually better, but but that does begin to happen, and once we hit that end, and I'm jumping all over the place, but starting at the beginning. The cinematography, they do this so much. It's like they watched, what was it, Children of God or whatever, Children of Men. Yeah. That scene where they're in the car, it's spinning around. They was like, oh, we gonna cop the shit out of that, and they just do that for every scene. And I have been in like it has been ingrained in me that if that happens, if you're if you're that close to like characters and they keep showing things like, and you're expecting a change in the background to happen progressively, and I'm thinking, well, they gonna die. Like I'm thinking, like the movie starts off with them on a bridge and they real close to this car that's in front of them. Like, oh, car accident. It's gonna happen, and then the family's gonna have to deal with that stuff because I ain't seen the trailer. I don't know. So I'm thinking, okay, he gonna die. Whole movie is kind of like that. Yes. So I'm waiting for the shoe to drop, and I'm like, okay, we got the dad played by Sterling K. Brown. He's kind of a dick. Oh, he gonna beat that boy to death. When will the shoe drop? Like I'm waiting the entire time. And it doesn't really come, and it has me on that edge, that pin needle of like
anxiety.
Yes, yeah. And then it happens.
Yes.
The use of drugs, the pain in his arm, the loss of all of his stature, and then he cold cocks his girlfriend, and I'm just like, oh, that's the end of the movie. I think in my head, in my heart, that's the end of the movie because as soon as that girl's head hit the floor, roll credits. That's it. That's like, the movie's
They might have needed one scene after that to show that boy going to jail, and that was it.
And that is what I'm talking about because I was like, okay, you showing the father he gonna show up? Oh, he gotta get the daughter and stuff like that. We gotta go to the arraignment or whatever. Fine, all that stuff. Roll credits, and then it's the daughter's movie, and I'm just like, the aftermath. 10 more minutes. And then it just kept going. And then I'm expecting, okay, you've hit your high, movie. You have hit your high with me. And then there's the scene where she's talking to Sterling K. Brown on that bench at the park or the fishing hole, wherever they are.
When they went fishing, yes.
And she just lets it all out. And I'm just like...
Baby, stop.
I'm getting chills right now.
That's
like remembering.
I'm at that frequency trying to match the projector so this nigga Wy'dell don't see me cry. So like, it's long and it's so kinetic that it's almost ADHD where you just like the movie kind of feels like it's not focused. It is, but it feels like it's not. But besides those two problems with me, I like the movie. I loved it. Okay. I watch it again. I mentally put this in my head as like this is a movie to study.
Yeah.
Because out of all of like the new movies that I've seen, it feels like it's trying something different. Especially like the whole intro of the movie where you're going through Tyler's life feels like it almost felt like a one take with how smooth some of those shots were.
Yeah.
In transition to each and every one of them, it really did feel like somebody put forth a cinema. like we're shooting a short film right now at the same time. I'm like, well, shit, now I got to throw this all out. Like, burn the footage. It really like it does hurt my heart to do like
The shot we took today that was so beautiful.
Nope,
we can do it better.
So that's how I feel. You know, some spoilers in there, and but that's how I feel.
Wy'dell, what do you think?
So with me, let's talk about the first half of the movie. Anytime they were in the car, I literally thought that everyone was just gonna die. Like there was gonna be a semi truck or those shots of the fucking train. Mm-hmm. And when niggas weren't looking at the fucking road, but they were looking at everybody else in the car, no.
Well, that's just because your car driving game ain't on 100. We out here, we don't look at the road, bro.
That was a lot. Yeah, y'all niggas wild. The fact he's driving down the road. Let's talk about the scene where they're going to the clinic. He's driving down the road angry. He's driving down the road and then he puts a seatbelt on.
No. Hold on. I'm going to stop you there. I know I was trying to get each person's full thoughts first, but like the anxiety I was feeling the first time and the second time I was watching it, because that nigga didn't have a seatbelt on, and they made a point of the beeping of the seatbelt indicator. They were like, put that shit on, and like that shit was like, I was like, oh my god, these niggas are gonna fucking crash. I was like, oh my god, he's gonna die, or it's like she's gonna die, and then like he's gonna survive,
or like he's gonna hit somebody or something. Like that's the thing. This movie is like it felt you. Like I said, you're on the edge of your seat so much. Anything could have happened. Right. Like it opened up all those possibilities.
Yes.
And you're just waiting for it.
Yeah.
And it's like your body's like tensing up because you're like, it's gonna happen right there. Oh god. And nothing happens.
But it's funny.
And it presses the movie on.
I might interrupt you again. I'm sorry. But it's funny because the last movie he did was It Comes at Night, which was a horror thriller movie. And I feel like he used some of those tactics. Like what we were just talking about is like the kind of that jump scare, kind of like playing with you, like subverting your expectations kind of thing. He did that with this, and I think he did that really well. Yeah, because like we were all fooled.
Okay, see, I haven't seen It Comes at Night, so I don't know.
You should watch that.
Same.
What you were talking like you
no,
seen it.
I'm listening to him the way he was explaining it.
Yeah, good movie.
Very good movie.
Okay.
I liked it.
Okay,
I mean,
check that out.
I would not watch the trailer for that because a lot of people. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna watch the clock, make sure I don't.
I
get
actually
up on that
seen the trailer. I've seen the trailer for that, and it's still pretty surprising. Like I don't know. I don't know what comes at night. So.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say people were very upset. The general audience. I think It Comes at Night was one of the first movies that A24 released wide release nationally, and a lot of people. I was working at a movie theater at that time. A lot of people were very upset when they came out because there was mixed expectations about what was
the general audience. Y'all don't know what y'all want.
Exactly. That's why I was like, maybe don't watch the trailer because it's a lot of people did not think that it was very indicative of what the movie is.
I'm glad I watched the trailer for this one after.
Yes, and I'm glad that you did too. Especially because I was like, we're gonna watch this movie this weekend, regardless of like whatever happens. And I was like, you watching this movie and then be like, okay, well, this is gonna happen, and I know this shot's gonna happen, and like, okay,
like with the trailer,
you expecting it, but with that movie, I mean, it's a very short teaser for that movie that's I think is really good.
The trailer itself didn't give too much away for the movie.
It didn't give away the story at all.
Yeah, like it was to me, the trailer just was like, hey, there's a black family. They're going through a rough time right now. A few points. This is gonna be their story.
So I actually did see the trailer before for Waves,
okay,
but I forgot about it.
Okay,
I literally did because it. So I probably wouldn't have watched it if you had not, came in and be like, "We watching Waves," and I was like, "All right, we'll watch Waves. Fuck it," because it seemed like from that trailer, it did seem like I said, it felt like a Lifetime drama, and I was like, "All right, black family going through some stuff, black issues."
Yeah, like
ain't no.
We all black.
Nah,
we know what
for real. Like, nah, I'm not. I don't feel like going through. I don't want to see where my life could have been. You know what I mean? Now, not that I work out. I got the chill. I ain't got the flex Monday going on. But I'm saying because a lot of
Trey
that does feel.
Trey has a picture on his desk of Alexia Demi, who plays Alexis in this movie.
Girl,
you can't see it.
Stop.
Oh my God.
You better. No, I have a picture of what's her name? Because the first time I've seen her,
Taylor Russell. That's
Taylor
who you're
Russell.
talking
Is
about.
that Taylor Russell? Yes. The first time I seen her was in Lost in Space, the Netflix series. She's one of the family in that. Yeah.
I haven't watched that. That's on my list. I want to
real
watch
good,
it.
real good, and she's real good in it.
Okay.
She plays sort of a similar character there as here. She's very studious, very smart, but very capable, and given chances to like adventure on her own apart from the situation that's going on in order to develop her character. Yeah. So very similar characters that they're playing here, which is interesting.
That's cool.
Side note. Editor, whoever's editing this, you can cut this out. I'm gonna watch the clock and let you know. But starting now, at the Middleburg Film Festival, she was there. The guy that played Tyler was there, and the filmmaker was there, and Sterling K. Brown was there, and like
Steven got to meet all of them again.
I'm mad as hell.
I was like, whoa. I was like, when they came up on stage, I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh my god. I was like, because that was my first time watching the movie, and I was like, God damn, y'all just made me cry like 3 times, and
You're here.
and I know the filmmaker's work, and like I really liked his work, especially the last movie he did, and like he was there, and I was like, oh my god, I got to shake that man's hand, took a picture with him and everything, and I was like, oh my god, and then I met Taylor Russell, and I was like, oh my god. Well, I also said that. But
What's good, Taylor Russell?
Side note, Tyler plays in It Comes at Night, and I did not recognize that man at all in person. Like even seeing him in this movie and seeing him in person, I did not realize that he was.
Did he have the Cisco hair?
No, he did not.
Okay, well that's probably why.
But he didn't in real life.
His blonde waves.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He probably didn't look familiar because he.
No, I mean, I'm like, he doesn't
hair.
have it in the movie. I mean, he doesn't have it in It Comes at Night, and he didn't have it in real life.
Yeah, which probably made him
So
look
I'm
real
like-
different. Like you can recognize him.
No, but he looks similar to how he looked in It Comes at Night.
Oh,
and
okay.
I still didn't
say
recognize
okay, I didn't hear that.
But like, I think I just saw him as this character so much that I was just like, oh, I was like, that's weird. I was like, I don't know. Taylor Russell was cool.
Yeah.
He was kind of, I don't know. He was like,
Star.
nigga, get away from me.
Oh.
But Trae Edward Shults, he was very nice, and he was like, "Oh yeah, man, I was a camera PA." He was like, "Man, just keep going." He was like, "Do your thing, just keep making stuff. I'll see you out there." He was
So
like,
that same
he was
answer
like,
everybody else gives.
awesome.
He was like, "I know, I'll see you again." And I was like,
Oh my god.
I was like, "I will always love you." How I do.
He has joined the Trey Songs, whatever his name is, fan club. He got a. While I have a picture of Taylor Russell on my desk, he has a picture of Trey Shults, whatever his name is.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
All right, so when do we start
All
back?
right. That was about a 2-minute tangent about how I met them. I just had to throw that out there
Oh, that's probably
to
staying
talk
in.
to you guys. Okay.
Well,
So go ahead, Wy'dell.
so the movie in general, for me, I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna say I didn't. From start to the middle of the first movie, the first middle literally had me on pins and needles just because that man was literally a ticking time bomb.
You're talking about
could watch
Tyler's
it.
part.
Yeah, Tyler's part. So Tyler's part was literally a ticking time bomb, and we were just all waiting for it to explode. And when it finally exploded, like I had to look away because I was just like, "Fuck!" Like,
Oh yeah. When her head hit the ground, I saw
Yeah.
you look around. You like. Oh my
I was like,
God.
"Nah, fuck that."
When I first watched this, every time I watch this, I'm like, oh my god, like the sound design.
Yeah.
They make sure you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That.
They got the same person that did the sound design for Gwen Stacy hitting the floor in Amazing Spider-Man
Yes,
2. Just that same crack.
Yes, exactly. Oh my gosh.
The same little spider web hand reaching out. Have y'all seen Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Yes,
That little
yes.
spider hand.
He was like, and that snap. That was a Thanos snap when her neck snapped.
Oh no! It's same thing
her
happening
whole
here in
spine
waves.
But yes, and then also when his shoulder during the wrestling match.
wrestling match,
yeah.
like
Oh my
twice.
gosh. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It is like if you like I wrestled in high school, so I was familiar with like I was like I
Wrestling
know I was
injuries?
like I know this is not gonna happen. I know this isn't the end of the match. Like when they got up and it was like match 1, whatever, and then I was like, dang, I was like, he still got to go through some more,
Right?
and then he did, and then the sounds of his shoulder popping and cracking, and then him crying. I was like, oh my god,
Like that man's dad killed me that whole movie because it was just like I didn't grow up with a father, so it's just like seeing that disappointment on his face because he knows his son is already going through like medical issues with his arm, but he's still pushing him to be better than that.
See, he didn't know to the extent because like
He was
because Tyler went to the doctor by himself,
Right.
And he was like, I'm going to tell my parents personally
Because
so
he
I
doesn't want to
you.
tell his parents
he doesn't
because
want
of
to.
how Sterling K. Brown got them big ass eyes. And when you like this whole movie, I was afraid of Sterling K. Brown for a lot of this movie, and that's because you're viewing it from Tyler's perspective.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, ooh, them Sterling K. Brown eyes. Sterling K. Brown is such a great actor to where he could play a villain or a hero.
Yeah,
And I believe both of them.
I feel that. I don't think I've ever. I mean, I haven't seen much stuff with Sterling K. Brown.
He has not really played any like heroic protagonist so far, either side characters or near. No, Hotel Artemis. He was okay in that, but that movie was okay in general. So nobody came out shining in that one.
Yeah, I didn't see that because I was like, people say it's okay. I'm not gonna waste my time. I can just watch Waves again.
I said I didn't grow up with
The fourth time.
Hold on. I want to fix something. I said I didn't grow up with a father. It wasn't a strong father figure who was there.
So you ain't grow up with no father, then?
You didn't grow up with a strong father-son relationship.
Yeah,
You ain't
there we
grow
go.
up with
That's
no
what I meant
father.
to say. I apologize for that. He was there, man.
See, I grew up with a father, and this movie made me like. My dad never really looked at me and like made me feel those things.
No.
Like Sterling K. Brown did to Tyler, but I felt those things. I felt that pressure on myself to be like, I have to make this man proud. Like I have to do like this. Like I feel like if I had the injury like Tyler, I would have been like, okay, I might have been stupid enough. I mean, like it's high school. It's like you don't know, you don't think about this kind of thing,
Right.
And it's like he didn't want to end up like his dad and be like, okay, he was like, when the doctor was like, your shoulder may never recover. He was like, my dad's knee. He probably was thinking my dad's knee never recovered. I don't want to be like that.
When that man said it's step 5 or whatever,
He was like, it's a 5 out of 5 slap injury or something.
I was like, this man said, I ain't never seen that before. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh my God.
yeah.
Stop
Yeah.
wrestling, bro.
But like the pushing through the pain, even though he knows that it's not the best for him, like that, I identified with that.
He
Right.
still wanted that
He still wanted
acceptance from his father. That
right. He still wanted
he
to make his
hadn't
dad
been getting.
proud, and like,
Yeah.
and even though his dad was never, what it seemed like was never proud in the first place. What else?
Cinematically, that movie was amazing.
There was that point where when the accident happened with his girlfriend, did y'all notice this? It changed aspect ratios
It did. changed
to
to
4:3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real nice on that one. I noticed that almost immediately because it worked for like his visual like perspective. Like
Right.
like you felt the walls closing in on Tyler, and that actually like it worked real well. See, Michael Bay, unlike in Bad Boys 2, when you just change aspect ratio or add aspect ratio because you just want to. See what happens when you have an actual plan for that? It works.
I think that this movie did a really good job at making Emily feel young at the beginning in Tyler's part.
Yeah.
Like with the braces and like
The little sister, yeah.
Yeah, like it really had that kind of little sister aspect.
Oh yeah, I definitely related when the cat was humping the floor and he was like, "Yo, come get your cat," and she was like, "What? Oh my God!" And then he's like, "Close my door. Close your own door." And I'm just like,
she closed hers. It's like, okay.
my God.
What else? I wrote down a couple things like the blue and red lights flashing
Yes.
at the party. That was foreshadowing, of course,
Yeah.
because fucking cops came.
The party scene was really good.
There was one shot where Ronald Sterling K. Brown was talking to Emily outside the party, and he was like, "Are you okay? Like, what's going on?" And he was like, "Have you seen Tyler?" And then like Alexis gets wheeled out on the stretcher, and he just like turns, and he has this look on his face that's like bewildered, but it's like also emotion. Like I feel like bewildered doesn't capture that emotion that he had on his face like well enough. Like that shot, I was like, oh my gosh, like I could feel like he knew what was going on. He just didn't want to like admit it to
Right.
himself.
Accept it.
Right.
Yeah, and like he was like Emily, he was like, where is Tyler? And then cut to Tyler
At home, trying to make a
reckless.
break for it. Yeah.
Before the party, well, before the big scene, literally every time I seen him go into a drawer, even if it was at home or at the party, I was like, yeah, this man's about to pull out a gun and just wild out. And it was just, that movie definitely keeps you on your toes at the start to the middle. Well, to the
He said start to the middle. Okay. Let's go to the segment of what the critics thought. Do you want to?
Like, well, usually, so okay, so this is, I would say, we do the grades. You know what I mean?
The grades.
Just it's like a little summative, like everything that we thought of it. And honestly, I'm gonna start off first because I feel like it's gonna mirror a lot what happened. A+.
Wait. Hold on.
Let's talk about the score.
No. Okay. Well, yes, the score was good.
playlist
But I just wanted to, because that seemed like it was going to be edited, not the best. Because we were just like, okay, now I feel like now we do this one.
That's fine.
Okay, cool. Well,
It's the movie club, man. You're thinking too hard about this.
I mean, we're in it, and it's like
Steven's about to have an hour-long movie club.
If we can have another take, then I'm like, oh,
Another take.
another
You
take
for
of
real
like,
don't know about it.
another take.
That's barely editing in this. So
Oh God, it's raw and uncut. Like BET
Okay.
After
You've
Dark.
never listened to the movie club, have you?
All right. Scores. We're gonna do scores.
A+. Like I think you've made an A+ film here. I think this definitely shows that this isn't like Trae Shults. This isn't your first work. You know, you've shown a handle of not only directing your actors, but also visual storytelling and just a command of mood. Any movie that can actually make me cry tears. I can't do nothing but give you the gold. Like what else am I supposed to do? So I have nothing left to teach you.
He's lost.
Trae Shults. I have nothing left to you've graduated. Go into the real world.
Be free.
A+.
That man's teaching you some stuff.
All right. Wy'dell.
A+, because it's nothing I didn't like about the movie because the story made sense in all aspects. The foreshadowing and the fire was really good because I already knew something was about to happen just because of that. I really liked that shot. The audio, amazing. The songs went well. Cuts were nice with it. I really liked the cinematics to where it was handheld, but it visually looked good being handheld. Not really anything I can say bad about it, except for can we go crack something to eat? Great.
We ain't talk about that man. Listen, Jesus Christ, that boy. He remind me of what's his name from Tokyo Drift. What you mean? What DK?
Bruh.
You talking about Donkey Kong? Like
I was really.
me so much.
He doesn't remind me of all that.
He remind me. They both named Lucas too.
I don't know. About
That was the funniest thing ever.
So my score is A+. This is what I thought was my favorite movie and the best movie that I watched in 2019 in general. Like when I went to my letterboxd, that's number one. And then number two is Dr. Sleep. We'll talk about that later in the podcast.
I've yet to see that. I don't watch a lot of
But
movies.
yes, this movie checked off all of the boxes for me drama-wise.
Teen drama.
The cinematography obviously is great. And if you like the cinematography in this, you should watch A24's TV show, Euphoria, which Drew Daniels, the cinematographer.
So we understand why
Okay.
that also had me on pins and needles because Euphoria has also had me on pins and needles because there was a scene in there where I was just like, what the fuck is about to happen?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Irrelevant.
The score was good. The score is very good.
Yes.
The soundtrack, there were a lot of fucking songs in this. This had like the same amount of songs as like fucking Suicide Squad, it felt like. But this incorporated it really well.
Well, yeah.
Like it didn't none of the songs like coming in and out like threw me off balance or anything. Like I noticed that there were a lot of songs. This
I like the way they pulled it into the movie. It was literally like from the radio, and then it turns into a whole
right
It's like
this
Madonna
viewing
music.
But this viewing I found I realized that there were a lot of songs, but it didn't take me out of it. Like I noticed it and I was like, damn, the soundtrack is good. And there was like another song. I was like, damn, that soundtrack is good.
Spotify, here I come.
Trey looks like he's about to say something.
Well, no, because I didn't really think about the score that much. I do like the song choices that they used in here. I think I had a problem with their mixing. I have a lot of problem with a lot of movies mixings though, where like you saw me have to adjust the audio. Like I usually have to adjust the audio a lot to where there are moments that are like so quiet. Like I think the moments where like Tyler was talking to his mom. But then like when a music cue happens or like they go into a party or Tyler gets mad, it's so high that it's nearly blowing out the speakers, you know, and that could just be like my audio setup. Honestly, that could be it. But I feel like in a theater, everything's so blown out that you can't really tell.
In the theater, it was like that. It wasn't like clipping or like blowing it out, but it was loud. But I was like, I get why they did that. I mean, like it's for the emotion and for the shock of like when they're in the car all singing and having fun. Like you want to be in there, you want to be in there with them.
I get that. I just feel like that mixing could be better.
Yeah,
you know,
and it is annoying to be at home and have to adjust the volume. On your home theater
you know,
system.
I'm trying to enjoy this movie. I got neighbors over there; they're banging down the floorboards and stuff like that. You know, like
I think that this movie
loud anyway, though.
I think that the writing in this movie is done really well. Like I feel like this movie captured like the black dad voice really well for me, and it's like you don't know how good you have it. Like he said that line, I was like,
we all heard that.
I was like, we have all heard that definitely, and like
My mom told me that.
and I've see, it's like the black family voice, I guess, the black family dynamic too.
That mom's line.
And I like, even though some characters didn't get a lot of screen time, I still felt like I said earlier, like I felt like they had depth. Like Catherine, the mom, I felt like she had depth, and like she wasn't on screen that much.
What's her name?
Renee,
Elise Goldsberry. Okay.
She, I don't know if you guys are Hamilton fans, but she is one of the Schuyler sisters in Hamilton, and she sung in this, and I was like, "Thank you, Jesus." I was like,
really
"Thank you
need to watch that movie.
Thank you,
I mean,
Trey,
that
Edward
play.
Shults for."
I thought you was about to thank me, and I was but no, I've seen it from Netflix's Altered Carbon.
Oh yeah, she is in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
My Netflix actors up in here. You know what I'm saying?
Why wasn't this on
Doing
Netflix?
their damn thing.
Well, because it deserves to be coming out in theaters.
Yeah, truth.
I think all of the actors did their damn
Oh.
thing. Like I feel like it wasn't like they're
Okay,
aliens
not
on
right
a foreign.
Booted away from the mic.
It's not like they were aliens on a foreign planet and they were like acting like something so different, but like they really were in these characters, and it felt like I was there with them, and it felt grounded, and it felt real. This movie felt really authentic to me, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
As if that fly on the wall, like you're just watching all this happen
Right.
around them.
Right, and I think that this is, yeah. Trey, you
Something
about to say
about something about Alexa Demi though, like her when there was something about that talk they had like after the clinic and them on the beach, and she's talking about, and then you see it in the trailer. She's like, I don't know, I feel scared. Like something about her performance was a little bit like lukewarm right around that point. You know, to me, like when I was watching it, I was like, all right. But then again, maybe there are girls like that. You know, maybe she's a little bit like that. But there are other parts where she's actually like, I feel like she actually feels human.
Yeah.
For that part right there, where it's like a really emotional scene, it feels like I think she's holding back just a little bit too much. If they let her go just like a little bit further, like let her bring out a little bit of emotion, especially in the face, because her face was just like blank.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The fight.
Yeah, in
that
the
was
fight.
real.
Yeah, the fight.
That
Like
was
you
a
can tell
real
that she was
fight.
like, they're playing off of each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and he's like, what was the Kelvin Harrison is like in that scene. He's like, yo, I'm with you. Like, I'll be with you. You know what I mean? Like, just again, like what Wy'dell said while we're watching movies, saying anything to get in the pants. But
At that moment, it was anything to get her back.
yeah. So he's actually like on his face. You can read emotionally that that's happening. Whereas with her, it's not really coming across that much.
I think that was because I'm going to play devil's advocate for Alexa Demi, even though she doesn't need it. She's
white knighting out here.
no, I'm saying she doesn't need it. She's
I'm kidding.
She's
I'm
in
kidding.
this.
I'm kidding. I'm
she's
kidding.
in Euphoria too.
She got movies.
Another reason why you should
and
watch it
shows.
because she's way better than you think she is in
Who's
this.
she in that?
What? I'm not even gonna mess with you right now, Wy'dell.
I'm trying to think.
I feel like that was because she felt really uncomfortable bringing it up to him because she was like she didn't want to. She knew how he was gonna react.
Okay.
Like, she
Already,
knew.
she knew him.
She was like reserved. She was like, I don't know. She like didn't want to bring up the fact that she didn't do it because she knew that would set him off, and it did. So she was like, I don't know. She was like, I'm really upset. And like when he said, he was like, oh, I'm sorry, you shouldn't have had to see that. Like talking about his reaction to the protesters.
Yeah, but
Like,
then,
but that's not what
Yeah.
she was upset about.
Right.
Like he had his own thing on his mind. He was thinking about something else, and she's like, "You're not even here with me, thinking about my problems," which is what
the
entirely
parents
what she
were
said.
arguing about. So it's just another leeway into the parents being like, "You're not here."
That's true. That's true. Well, I just used that language, and that I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
You're right, Wy'dell. All right. All right. It's 40 minutes in.
All right.
Anyone else? Have anything
No,
to say?
you.
Okay. All right. So let's do what the critics thought.
Ooh,
What did the critics think of?
who we got to
Waves.
fight tonight? Since we liked it and you liked
All right,
that.
so we don't really have a budget here. We do have a box office. It hit a box office of 2 million, which I don't think that's real good.
I feel like most A24 movies don't perform that well at the box office.
Right. So
Besides Uncut Gems, which had Adam Sandler in it.
so honestly, from that box office, I think it would be a flop. You know what I mean? Because depending on the budget, what would you think the budget of that would be?
Probably.
I want to know what camera they use.
I think no more than 2 million.
No more for budget.
No more than I think no more than 5 million.
I was gonna say like around 20.
20 million for that movie?
Dude, you got Sterling K. Brown. You got whatever her name. You got, at least our main three that I know of are like not big name, but like
Name.
actors that could like
Get paid.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then you got what was the dad? No. Alexis's dad.
Clifton Collin Jr.'s.
Yeah. Nah, dude. Nah, I don't know. You talking about a big budget, all these sets and stuff like that? Nah, bro.
Let's look it up.
But let's see it on there. Run.
Waves. Hey.
That's pretty even on the tomato score. You got this is like one of the rare few chances I've seen the critic score and the audience score be so close. You got a critic score of 84, of course, making it certified fresh, and the audience score of 81%, which is like that's wild. That is wild to me.
Yeah, I have read that some people have a lot of problems with this movie. Why? I mean, I've read their problems. I just really don't get it.
Okay.
I just really don't get it. There's one part, the part where they're taking prom pictures, and someone on Twitter found this recently. When they're taking prom pictures, none of the dark-skinned girls have prom dates, but everyone else does.
Really?
So everyone was like,
didn't
what the
notice
fuck are you
that.
doing there? But I was like, I guarantee you Trae or Shults didn't have anything to do with that. He was just like,
All right, people.
he looked at the second AD, he was like, set up the extras and just like walked away. And like, I don't think that's any reason to
Not
be
like
like,
the
nah,
movie.
fuck you, Trae or Shults, in this movie. I mean, I do see that as a problem, and it's very interesting that that's even that somehow that was seen.
Yeah.
But anyway, the budget was $6 million,
Budget was $6 million.
which is I said no more than $5 million, so it was close.
Okay.
But yeah, I felt like they spent a lot of the budget of this movie on music.
Really?
Yeah.
Getting the
The
how many
rights
songs-
for the songs? Yeah,
how many
there's a lot of
songs were
songs in there.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it.
Shit. Great movie.
All right.
Thanks for bringing that to our attention.
Yes. Well, thank you for listening to the Movie Club podcast featuring Steven,
Wy'dell,
and Trey.
Lord knows I've held on to way too much hate in my life. But all we have is now. All we have is now.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. Make sure that you check out the other shows that we have on the Facebook, the other main podcast that comes out every other Tuesday. Make sure you leave a like, share it with your friends and your family. Go check out our YouTube where we have content from other Production 1200 works. And make sure you follow us on the Instagram. We post sometimes there. We'll do more. We'll try. Maybe. Like us on iTunes podcast, rate and review. Give us them 5 stars. And we'll see you next time.